Alrighty, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the 904 Fishing Podcast, coming to you guys from the beautiful sandy shores of Jacksonville, Florida. I am your host, Alex. We will be joined shortly, there he is, by my co-host, Nick. Good timing.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, I disconnected. I heard it on the TV in the other room. I was like, where'd you go? Sorry.
No. No, you're good. No worries. Little technical difficulties, but that's all right. That's kind of, the topic of today's podcast is what to do to get started surf fishing for the first time, maybe ever, or maybe for the season. Some things you guys need to do before you go out for the first time. And we're also going to go over the forecast for this upcoming weekend and just in general, the upcoming forecast for the Jacksonville area because it's pretty spicy out there right now.
It is. I've been seeing several videos where it's really picking up right now. Finally, it's about time. It's been a little lackluster, the past couple of months, obviously with the winter, but I've seen people catching big bluefish. I've been seeing people catch good sheep's head, trout, reds. They're all out there right now. I mean, as soon as it started to warm up, so
big uglies too. I've seen those big black drum right now. They are out there, and they are in numbers.
Hell yeah! Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm ready to get out there this weekend.
Absolutely,
the weather's looking pretty good.
Weather's looking outstanding, honestly.
Shall we transition into our 904 fishing forecast?
Yeah, let's. You want to go straight into the forecast, and we'll go over some surf fishing stuff.
Sure do.
Fantastic. Hit me with it.
All right. Let me get the Weather Channel pulled up. Let me get this all proper here. This is my source, Weather Channel. We all know big weather sometimes kind of wrecks us, but it's okay. Kind of lies to us sometimes. But it's supposed to be looking a lot better this weekend. A few days ago, we were seeing that we are going to be having the potential for thunderstorms pretty much Saturday and Sunday. We still are. Percentage went up a little bit for Saturday. We're looking at about 38% of the greater Jacksonville area. Thunderstorms, high 86, low 66. I doubt it. This is all, every time I check the weather for, if it's more than 3 days out, I just put a big old, this is what the weather would be allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, it's supposed to be for Saturday. Cloudy skies during the morning hours, followed by scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds southwest. Winds are west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Looking about 40%. I say, realistically, it's probably rain a little bit, but not everywhere. So I think it'll pass. And Sunday's looking a little better. The wind definitely picks up, I think, a little bit, but we're looking at high 87, low 67, mainly cloudy. Winds west-southwest, again, at 10 to 15 miles an hour, 24% for the day. I don't know. I think it'll be okay for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm using, so I now have more faith in my Tide app, the Tides for Fishing app.
Yeah.
Because
that one's
this one was accurate 2 weeks ago when we were lied to by big weather. This forecast was accurate. So this forecast is showing all the same, except it's supposed to just be, I'm looking at Volano.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's supposed to be, pretty cool until about 11 a.m. and then it's going to heat up into the 80s. And, a little overcast, not too bad. And, small chance of rain towards 4 or 5 p.m., but everything else is supposed to be pretty easy. Everything else, like you said, the wind, pretty spot on. Surf, pretty spot on.
That's looking a lot better for Volano, what I'm seeing too.
Yeah,
got 24%.
Yeah,
that's whenever I've tried to check the Weather Channel, even when we were out there at Fort George last weekend. Was it last weekend? No, not last weekend.
2 weekends ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
It was, I couldn't get it to be exact out there, and we're in Heckscher, but I couldn't get it to be exact. I even tried putting the zip code in there, but it still just pulled it up for Jacksonville. So, yeah, I think if we're going to get down to a little bit more accuracy, probably go with Tide.
Yeah.
I actually myself need to get that downloaded because I know that'll tell you everything that you really need to know. But
it's got the summary right on. Like I can go to the page for that day, and it'll tell me the summary for that. What is that? Oh, I can add notifications for this? Hold
That's
the phone.
good.
Dude, I can add notifications for high tide, low tide, minor periods, major periods, sunset, dusk, low tide. Oh my.
All right, that's pretty handy. I'm gonna get it downloaded. I was trying to
pretty
give
saucy.
a good forecast, but realistically, yeah, it's a little better equipment. But let me go ahead and here and go like the video on my other account.
There you
The
go.
lag time.
And I got the tides up as well. The tides for this Saturday
I was just about to ask.
is going to be low tide. This is for Volano Beach. Low tide is going to be 8:38 a.m. will be low tide. High tide will be 2:29 p.m. And then once again, it's on 12 hours. So low tide again will be at 8:38 p.m. That's Saturday. And again, this is for Volano Beach. And then the following day will be an hour forward. So low tide will be 9:38 a.m. High tide will be 3:32 p.m. And then low tide again will be 9:37 p.m. So it's looking pretty good, honestly, for a lot of you weekend warriors, like Nick and I are, that want to go out and do some surf fishing this weekend. Because you get out there, you don't have to wake up super early. I'm going to get up at...
I want to wake up early.
Yeah, I'm not getting up super early. I'm probably only getting up like 4 or 5 this weekend.
That's pretty early, Alex.
No, but I want to get out there because I want to see the sunrise. And sunrise is 7:32 a.m.
Solid.
Saturday.
We love this time change. We're so excited for the time change. This is the first podcast back since the time change.
Yeah,
Can you tell that we're obviously more alive?
We're more energetic. The sun is out. The sun is still out.
I just worked out when I got home. It's been months.
I've been doing so much with my day.
Oh yeah.
It's been outstanding.
I might go wash the car after the
after the podcast.
It gets dark at 7:30 ish, but it wasn't very cloudy out there. I will say.
He said, I will say, disconnect. But yeah, you guys, we're excited for the time change. And if you guys in the audience, if you have anything you want to jump in and add or ask or anything like that, definitely make sure to throw it in the comments, throw it in the chat. We respond to everything. So let us know. We're going to be like I said, we're going to be going over some surf fishing stuff here in a little bit, as well as some of the additional forecasts for the surf, coming up this weekend.
I keep disconnecting, bro. This sucks. What did I miss?
Nothing. I just went over another quick summary and was talking to chat, letting them know that if they have anything they want to ask us, feel free.
Oh yeah, please, always. Yeah, we're trying to answer at least a few questions every time we're doing a podcast. I'm just gonna sit in the other room. That's annoying that it was cutting out. I kept talking for another 30 seconds. Love that.
Tragic. Absolutely.
Yeah,
tragic.
just a little bit, but
I have such a good question later, by the way. I have such a good question. Oh, buddy,
Good.
It's going to blow your socks off.
Heck yeah, I'm excited for it. So I was just trying to think too then, I can't remember what I was talking about now. That flustered me a little bit.
Cleaning the car after the podcast. It gets dark at 7:30.
Oh yeah, I was just saying we've been robbed a little bit because of daylight. It's been, ever since the time change, it's just been cloudy in the evening, so we can't get the true ambient light. But it's okay.
Facts. I'm looking forward to that golden hour.
Yeah, me too. Oh, 7:30 golden hour or like 7 o'clock golden hour. That's gonna be nice.
Couldn't be more excited. And as you guys know, Nick and we did technically start this in March, and I'm still doing it. We're doing a catch of the week on the podcast. If you guys send me in your catches to 904fishingflorida@gmail.com, we will pick a winner every week, and they will get a $10, $15 gift card to a local tackle place.
We will.
But I didn't get any submissions last week, and I didn't get any submissions this week. So that's a thing. We're doing that. I just haven't got any submissions. So
we're serious.
If you guys send me a submission, you could win. So why not?
Has to be your fish though. Just keep it on.
Yeah, correct. It does have to be your fish. We don't, we're not going to give away your spot if you don't want us to. I'll blur the background, whatever you guys want me to do there, but it definitely has to be you, your fish kind of deal. But yeah, and you'll get featured here on the podcast, which is always fun.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to prove that it's your fish. If the details match, okay.
But we're going to hook you up to a lie detector. No, I'm just...
No, I mean, I have one in the storage unit.
No, you don't.
What?
What?
I have a very big knife in the storage unit. That could be a lie detector.
Facts, honestly.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. It's all satire. I saw it on a movie.
I like how my mug, it's a Zorro mug, and he has a green robe, and it's interacting with my green screen, which is pretty funny, I think. But I'm very excited. You guys definitely need to keep an eye out. We are recording 3 videos this weekend. It's a 3-parter, a 3-part video. It's going to be freaking insane. There's going to be drone shots. There's going to be cooking. There's going to be, well, not filleting because I can't show that. But there's going to be cooking.
Unfortunately.
There's going to be fishing. There's going to be
camp stuff.
There's going to be camp stuff. It's going to be...
There's going to be shenanigans.
There's going to be shenanigans. There's going to be those magic fire things you throw in the fire pit and turns to different colors.
I have move room. Sorry. So, okay.
That's more for me.
It's going to be a good time. it's the boys. I mean, yeah, Alex was telling me that he's never got to experience the little fire mineral stuff. What are they called? Fire? I don't know. Magic fire.
Yeah,
stuff?
it's called magic fire, and it's just like different. I want to say it's like different metals that like I know like copper burns blue, I think, or something. It's just different like powder that burns different colors. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do that on the campouts too. We'd so have someone throw that in there. Cool. It's you got to at least experience it once. But yeah, we are super excited for that. We got who we all got going here. We got Alex, we got me, got Dallas, and then we got our buddy Joseph. I don't know if y'all have seen Joseph on the channel, but he's a cool dude.
I don't think so. I don't think he's ever been on the channel. No.
Yeah, I don't think he has either, but he's got camera stuff. He's got super cool old Coleman lanterns, so that's always a vibe.
Oh, are they liquid or are they?
Oh yeah, they're liquid. They're like
they're like proper.
They're from the 70s.
Ooh, that's saucy. That's so saucy. Nick disconnected again. He's gonna come back and be so mad. But that's pretty saucy. I was actually looking at getting some lanterns, and every lanterns that I could find were like LED lanterns, and I was like, nope, don't want LED lanterns. I want proper like lamp oil,
kerosene.
Like kerosene, yeah, like proper lanterns.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. I have one that I just need to restore up a little bit.
I
also found it doesn't matter which room I'm in, it keeps losing connection for some reason. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Are you just accidentally ending the call?
No, I'm gonna try keeping it on the actual Discord app pulled up because it was on the other. Just like
maybe that's what. Yeah, maybe.
And so it seems like it would do it more whenever the screen would time out. So
that could cause it. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be doing better there. It's still the screen's about to shut off, but I don't know. We'll see.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we got all the 9 yards that we're gonna need for camping. I really hope it doesn't thunderstorm, just because our site is kind of out in the open. But Joseph's bringing also an old what?
What?
Also an old.
older
digital camera.
I said I hope it. I hope it thunderstorms. I hope it rains, thunderstorms. I want a frickin' monsoon out there when we're out camping. I sleep so good when it's raining like that, super hard.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but you're also going to be in your damn element.
I am be in a tent. I am going to be in a car. And I can only imagine us. Nick just walking up to the window, just, Alex, can we stay in the element?
No, I'll go sleep in the truck, or I'll go hang out in the truck and wait it out.
Honestly, though, thinking about it, we could just set up like a tarp hanging off the back end of like either like my tailgate or yours or something, and like that could essentially be like protection from it, you know?
I'm not gonna do that for the rain. If it's not gonna rain, sure. I got my tent. I got my tent. That
You got a rain fly, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
It better be in there. I'm gonna check.
I'm going to check. That is something I feel you should probably check before you get into it.
I'm actually 100%. I'm 100% confident. There's no reason it wouldn't be rolled up with the tent.
I have my rain fly.
Yeah. But either way, it's gonna be a good time. I mean, I haven't camped in a long time.
It's been about a year for me.
Been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years now.
I actually went last year around this time to Huguenot.
And I don't think I've slept at that campsite before. I've slept at another one.
It's nice, dude. I was looking at it. There's campsites all over the place. I'm already planning another camping trip in a month with my little brother. I genuinely I want to try to get out there and camp probably once a month.
Yeah, we need to go do our stealth camp for sure.
Oh yes, before it gets too hot, honestly.
Yeah, because that's whenever stuff's going to be coming out from the woods.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Which I think it should be okay. I'd be about it. I think we'd be all right.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely still do it. But definitely one of those things that, you know, if you can do it in cooler weather, it is preferred.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll benefit with fishing too.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I guess bringing back now to the topic, sorry, it kind of threw everyone through a loop there. A lot of things are happening, a lot of moving parts here. A couple technical difficulties and all that jazz, but yeah, surf fishing's popping off, so let's lead us into that topic there, Alex. What's up, Mike? Mike, you know, I wanted to comment on your last video.
What is going on? Get out the house, go fish. Tuning in for another podcast. We need to get him on here.
I know.
And again, another shout out, you guys. If you don't know who Get Out the House, Go Fish is, he's the local angler, just like Nick and I. He's an awesome guy. Great content, wholesome content. A lot better about the family content than I have been in the past. So definitely one of those things to go check out, you guys. But yeah, definitely go give him a look-see on his channel and whatnot.
So Mike, I gotta tell you, dude, the intro, really your whole video, but the intro with the slow motion, with the music playing, dude, it jazzed me up so nice. It actually hyped me up because it was badass is what it was.
Oh, you talking about the one at the Mayport Jetty?
Yeah, it was super sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it was such a good intro and editing with that. Oh yeah.
Well, I love
respect and appreciation for it there, Mike. You did a good job with that.
It sets the vibe for the whole video. Like, you know, you got the boat ride out, you got the drag screaming. Like it's one of those
Pelican.
Oh man, such a good editing. Like I don't know. But I agree with Nick. I watched that video, and now that I'm thinking about it, like I want to go back and rewatch it. But yeah, I watched that video, and it got me hyped for this weekend for when Nick and I are going out. I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah. I was watching.
Might even be dropping some baits by kayak.
Oh yeah, that might be a thing.
What?
But yeah, when I saw Mike was hooked up with a Pelican, I was like, oh man, I was stressing out for you. I mean,
yeah, that's never fun.
It seems like, you know, it went the best way that it could, and y'all didn't even have to grab the Pelican and look like, oh my god, what are they doing to that poor Pelican? So, I've been running to my line. I haven't had him get hooked up or wrapped around it yet, but yeah, it's always that was some Pelican drama for sure.
Well, and it's one of those things that, you know, best case scenario, it went exactly how it did. Worst case, you've got that freaking bird by the bill trying to unhook it, and it's flapping you with its wings. Yeah. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I've been there. I have been on the Volano Pier at a ripe old age of 14 years old, being berated by a pelican that has bit my line and has been hooked by my line, and everyone's screaming at me to let this pelican go, and I'm like, no, I need to get this hook out of it. Yeah.
Great idea. I'm trying to.
Yeah, right. I'm trying, and it's just.
Oh man, 3 in one day. That would be annoying.
Oh god, that's
I
three
had
strikes and you're out.
I had a tourist just walk up to my line that was cast out that he was walking out parallel to. I'm talking 1 foot, 2 foot from my line out there at Volano Beach, and then he grabbed the line to, I guess, show his wife, "Hey, the
Hey,
line's
look,
right here."
there's line here.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that I don't want to get any legal trouble because, and good thing that words taught that man, don't do that. Do not touch my stuff. You know, that was such an ordeal. That was such an ordeal. But it happens. Tourist season. I mean, spring. I guess what is it called? Spring break.
Spring break
I don't know what that
is this week.
I don't know what spring break is. I work full time.
Yeah, we're adults. It's like after I graduated high school and I got told by my dickhead dad. And I said, yeah, I'm on summer vacation after my senior year of high school. After I graduated, I said, I'm on summer vacation. He said, no, you're unemployed. Get a fucking job.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And he
Yeah,
said,
like,
he said, don't worry, I'll give you a year to figure your life out. Well, that turned into a month. And, I was like, oh, welcome to the real world.
I think you got it figured out pretty good, dude. We're
Hey, I got a cool kayak,
doing-
a beautiful woman, a dog. What more could you ask for?
Yep.
A piece of land
I've
I
got-
can build a cabin on? No.
Yeah, for real.
Looking
Or a
into it.
castle.
But back on topic here. We're getting so off topic, but that's okay. Back on topic.
It's all good.
We're
It's
going.
Tuesday.
We're going surf. Is it Tuesday already? Oh Lord, it is. We're going surf fishing. This Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. We're very excited. The weather's looking beautiful. I'm gonna have a new surf cart, which I'm contemplating getting tomorrow, so that I can potentially add more rod holders to. Not sure yet, but very excited.
I mean, how many does it hold?
It comes with 5.
I think 5's plenty, Alex.
I was just gonna add like 1 or 2 more. But that's the thing. Remember, I also use that because I use like one of the rod holders for my rod holders. Like I put my rod holders in it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if I do that, that takes up 1. So that leaves me with 4, which is plenty for me. But then like if you come or like Dallas comes, like I don't want you guys carrying your own stuff, So like I want to try to help as much as I can.
That's
Plus,
a good point.
I don't know. I'm just looking.
I don't
It's the
mind
first
backpedaling
one.
it.
It's the first one that I'm getting, so I'm going to keep it for a little bit, and depending on how much I use it and how much I like it, I will definitely upgrade to a much nicer one and a much larger one.
I think you're going to be upgrading.
I reckon I'm going to be one of those guys that has the one that like attaches to my hitch,
Oh, no. I'm talking about like you're going to upgrade that cart.
Well, see, I would, but the cart itself is pretty small. Like I don't like it might be too small for my cooler. It's definitely
cooler.
It's definitely too small for my large cooler.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because I have a very large cooler. That's like a
Yeah.
75 quart one that I got for a great deal. It's $5 from Goodwill. And it's camo on the outside. The paint job is awful, but the inside's perfectly clean. It came with like a little basket that like sits on the top where you can put stuff. It's really nice. It's a Coleman, like it's a really nice cooler. And Get Out the House just sent me a picture. Oh my, good Lord!
Is that the red that his buddy caught?
No. He just sent me the Spanish mackerel bite is ridiculous right now. 1.5 hours of work. And I'm looking at, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16,
Whoa.
18, 20, 22, 24, 25 fish. 25 Spanish mackerel, like good size ones, off the
From a
Jack's
boat,
Pier.
from a
Off the
store?
Jack's Pier, it looks like.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, 1.5 hours.
Be throwing a spoon on the
Yeah,
8-footer, dude.
definitely going to have to bring
Oh.
a spoon out. That's going to be good around sunset, too. We'll just have to make sure we're near the beach, near sunset.
I reckon that we will.
I reckon
dude,
we
that
will,
whole-
too.
The whole channel that's going to be in front of the camping site, or the campsite, is, I think that's going to be loaded.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. And this is the first of many, really.
Yeah, it is. It is because I mean, we've reached a point where it's like, all right, this is another good usage of our time, and you know, if we're gonna be out there all day fishing in the first place, might as well stay the night. That's just another little activity there, and then fish during the night. Just easier that way. Kind of get the most bang for our buck, I'd say.
Yeah, so full swing the past couple of these chunky trout. I'm also seeing he just sent me a picture of some fat trout. Good lord. Fat trout
Dang.
and redfish. Good. Yeah. In the river it looks like. Wow, that's good lord.
Decent.
That's some saucy fish right there.
Oh,
Saucy fish.
we still got tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I don't want to talk about it. It's gonna be gone before we know it. I'm focusing on planning. I still gotta get my stuff out of the storage unit. I gotta service my rods and reels, which I would like was gonna roll into today's topic excellently. Nick, how do you prepare your surf fishing gear for the first outing of the year?
Well, you grab it first of all. You get it from where you got it sitting or stowed.
All right, grab your rod. Got it.
Yep. Firmly grasp it, and then you just load it up and go.
You just get it out of storage and go?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
So,
my.
I mean, I keep mine ready to go year round. I keep that thing on me, one might say. But no. So if you got old line on there and you can tell that it's got some what's it called? It's got some
Real
what
grease?
is it?
Oil.
No,
Grease.
no. The line is coily.
Memory.
Memory. I was gonna say history, but I knew that wasn't it.
No, that's
If your
accurate
line's got
too,
some
yeah.
memory
If your
in it,
line
it's
has too
gonna
much
act a
history.
little- Yeah.
I remember catching fish last year. No.
Your line has too much lore, bro. It's caught too many fish. But yeah, you're just gonna want to make sure your line's good. Check for any fraying areas or anything. Oh my God, Spider-Man's on a bicycle outside.
Pause. Pause.
All right.
Pause. What?
Sorry. Dude, there's a man on a bike just rode by on the sidewalk. He's wearing a Spider-Man outfit, mask and all. And I think he looked at me.
Stop it.
And then he started to pedal faster.
Stop it.
All right. I swear to God. I swear on everything. Okay. Florida man. Okay. This
Local
is just normal
man.
stuff. We live in Florida. This is what happens. So,
Local man defending Publix
dude, we cannot stay on topic, bro.
from the Green Goblin.
Here it is. Stuff just keeps happening. But
Hey, I was on topic. You started screaming about Spider-Man, woke the dog up.
well, because he wanted to see him too. Okay.
That's fair.
But anyway.
I would too.
Yeah. So, pretty much check your line, check your reel, give it a little test run, make sure everything's working properly. Add grease or reel oil where necessary. Alex has his nice book that he's able to.
I'm
it's
so
a nice
excited.
fishing journal.
I'm so excited. It's a fishing journal. I just got it. I'm so excited. It's got all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna record everything over here, and yeah.
I'm gonna write so much stuff down.
I'm gonna write so much information down and keep a log of all my catches for future generations.
What happens if you don't catch anything?
We just return it and get a refund from Amazon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't need this anymore. Go over your weights. Make sure you got enough weights. Go over your hooks. Make sure you got
Nick,
the right
what kind of weights do you use, Nick?
So either I'm using. All right, so surf rods. I'm gonna use Sputniks. I'm gonna use 2.
Nick,
to
what's
5
a
ounce.
what's a Sputnik? What would you say is a
Sputnik
Sputnik?
is
Like
from
what was described as
the
a
sinker
Sputnik?
guy.
The
All right, so
sinker
it's gonna
guy.
It's gonna be a lead weight. Right, lead weight.
Okay.
Called a Sputnik.
Yeah.
The Sputnik satellite that the Soviets put up into space. It looks like that. It has legs that flip out
Okay.
whenever you pull them out of the sand. So you lock them in place, super easy. Locks them in place, cast that bad boy out there, and then you reel the slack in, give it a little tug, and then it'll anchor itself into the bottom.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the chat for everyone that's interested.
There you go.
Highly recommend checking them out.
Oh yeah, and that to me is the best weight that you can use for surf fishing. just because it holds it on the bottom, holds it in place. You don't got to worry about, depending on what the current and the waves are doing. Um, if it's really windy and very, the waves are, oh, I don't know, 3 to 4 foot, 4 to 5, anything above 4, um, they're pretty good for. Anything really, if the waves are like 4 foot, um, even a 5 ounce, I mean, it'll hold.
That's what I
But
run. I typically run 5s on mine.
I like to run 3s because, that way too, if I need to set the hook, it's not anything super crazy to pull it up out of the bottom. And I can feel what fish is on the end a little bit more accurately
That's
because I'm
fair.
not feeling
You
so
do
much
have more
weight.
sensitivity. That's fair. Yeah, that's very accurate.
Yeah, 3 ounce usually. But if I'm going to be using it for tarpon or, sharks, if I have like a big bait on there, I'll probably run a 4 ounce just because sometimes if you have a big piece of mullet or a live mullet on there, it's kind of hard to cast it out far if you run like a 3 ounce weight because I don't know, a little bit wind resistance with the fish going sideways through the air. Put on a 4 ounce, it'll help out a lot, and help hold it in place for the mullet if it's live swimming around and all that, as well as, if something takes a swipe at it, then it'll still be holding in the ground versus then maybe you got to reset it again by reeling it in and flipping the legs up again. But yeah, that's crucial. Egg weights, 1 to 3 ounce egg weights. So that way, if you're going to run Carolina rigs, fish bottom on, you know, if you're fishing from a boat, just kind of dropping down. Or what I like to do on the 8 footer, I'll run a 2 ounce egg weight with a bead, Carolina rig set up with I'd say about like a 14-inch leader, 12-inch leader, foot long, somewhere around there, just so that way nothing,
Classic.
bites the braid. Those are good for if you're just, if you're just gonna be surf fishing, not casting out super far. Say you're running 2-aught circle hooks or J hooks, and you're trying to catch good keeper whiting. That's a good setup because
Classic,
yes,
honestly, classic.
if it's very windy and choppy and the current's kind of ripping, it's not going to hold as well because it's just a round egg weight. But sometimes that's a good thing. You want your bait to kind of drift down with the current. So, which sometimes you want to cast up current and have it drip or drift down. Sometimes it will get tangled up and roll around and all that, but most of the time for surf fishing, that rig has hooked me up with catching trout, sharks,
Redfish, stingray, whiting, croaker, pompano,
bluefish, yeah, a
everything.
whole bunch of
Can't go
plethora.
wrong with it.
Pompano,
Can't go wrong with it.
too. So I mean, those are good. And then single drop rigs, double drop rigs, where you got 2 hooks or 1 hook, and then the area where you hook the weight on. But those really are going to be kind of ideal what you want to use out there. And then make sure that your scissors or pliers aren't rusted shut, and then you got to go get another pair.
Classic.
Make sure they're not seized up. If anything, just coat them a little bit with oil, any moving areas. So then that way, for storage, after you rinse them off, of course, and then maybe before you take them out, just spray them with some maybe gun oil or something, or real oil. It'll all help, or WD-40, and then just wipe some off. But make sure your bags are decluttered and you got all the trash taken out of there. It happens usually every
Fresh
weekend.
first aid kits.
Yeah, first aid kits that are new and usable. That's a good idea. Bring some snacks. Don't
Always
get caught
need
out there
snacks.
in the sun, especially whenever it heats up.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be
Got to
a
keep
lot
them
more heat
electrolytes up.
index. Yeah, so bring plenty of water, enough snacks,
Can't go
a
wrong with
knife,
snacks.
good fillet knife,
Bait
microfibers
knife.
to dry your hands off.
Bait knife, different than a fillet knife. Don't use them for the same thing,
That's
please.
true.
I cringe when I see people using their good, nice fillet knife to cut up bait fish. And I'm like, you're just... And they just, like, stick it in the sand. And I'm like, ha!
Oh,
Yeah. Please, no. But, yeah, I mean, that's all.
Anything else you got anything to add?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, so a lot of my surf gear I keep in the storage unit over the wintertime. And as you guys have seen, Nick and I usually take the kayaks out in the wintertime because it's, it's a good time for it. But once we get more into the summertime, what I'll do is I'll go, like, for example, tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to go grab my surf gear. I'm going to pull all the line off it. All the line that's on there, right off. I'm putting brand new line on all my reels. All right, I'm going to take them apart. And when I do take the line off them, I'm going to take them apart. I'm going to grease them. I'm going to oil them. I'm going to make sure everything's tightened down. I'm going to make sure if I hear any weird clicking, I address that. Make sure the bearings are good. Make sure the drag's good. All that is kosher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put new line on it. I'm going to make sure I have all my rigs pre-tied. I'm going to make sure I have everything tied up proper, and if I need more, I tie more. But, I'm going to inspect my eyes, the guides on my rods, make sure everything's good there, make sure the ceramic hasn't chipped, or if one has broken, that, it's not cutting my line, I'm not missing out on a big fish. I'm going to replace any parts that do need to be replaced. And, I'm going to make sure that I have enough shark rigs. I'm going to make sure that I have enough pompano rigs, high-low rigs. The pliers, honestly, was a great thing because I did find my pliers, and they are rusted shut, but they're good quality pliers, so I am going to, I'm gonna pro tip, by the way, if you guys come back to your pliers rusted shut and they're nice pliers, you don't just want to throw them away and get a new pair, which this one's nice. I really like this, and they're not rusted to hell. They're just a little rusted around the hinge, and so I'm gonna let that sit in a cup of vinegar overnight, and that's gonna deteriorate a lot of that rust. And I'm gonna take it out the next day, open and close it a bunch of times, dip it in some alcohol, some isopropyl alcohol. Dry it out real good, and then I'm going to lube it up, and it'll be right as rain, like you've never even left it for the season, and it'll definitely bring it up and recover it. But I'm doing a video on that. It'll be a really quick one, but keep an eye out for it.
Awesome, excited for that still too. It's always good to go over gear and see all what needs
gear
to be
maintenance. I feel like gear maintenance is really overlooked, and I feel like it's one of those things that we don't talk about, or people don't talk about enough, because everyone says, like, hey, do reel maintenance or do gear maintenance or whatever, but no one ever, like, how do I do that?
Right.
Some, not everyone's going to have an older brother, grandpa, dad, brother, whatever, to show them how to do this stuff. So that's, I'm trying to help everyone out and show them how to do it, or at least how I do it. And everyone's got their own way to do it, but, it's one of those things that I try to help out as much as I can.
Oh, yeah.
Wholesome. And but then, yeah, like Nick was saying, I make sure I have my weights are good. The only weights that I use in the surf, bar none, no exceptions, no ifs, ands, or buts, is the Sinker guy, Chip. Awesome guy, great guy, awesome content, better weights, honestly, literally the best weights I've ever seen and use in my entire almost 15 years of surf fishing.
You remember the first time hearing about a Sputnik rig, and so you're like, "What's that?"
I
and you
do.
actually go get one. You're like, "Oh, this must be what they're talking about." And then you try it, and you're like, "Whoa, this thing holds to the bottom." Oh yeah.
So I was using.
That's been the most game-changing thing, I think, for surf
Oh
fishing.
yeah, because I remember using like 6, 7, 8 ounce pyramid weights, and I'm like, God, this is insane.
Not enough, and you're like, well.
Yeah, this is insane. It ruins your day. But then, like Nick was saying, he goes out there with a 3 ounce Sputnik, and that thing is gonna hold like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah,
not even close.
That's set up. Yeah, pyramid weights are good for if you're gonna be, using it on like a light rod, and like an 8-footer, 9-footer. If the surf is calm, you're okay using.
Or if you're fishing a nice hole or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, Mike brought up a good point there. Different beaches have different fish populations and environments, so what works at bait at one beach might not be effective at another. Very accurate. Very accurate.
That's true.
I mean, I've heard stories where people have been fishing as close as 5 miles apart on the beach using drastically different methods and catching the same species, but I've been that guy where someone's told me, oh, I'm using this combination and catching a ton of fish, and I'm like, let me try that, and I use it, doesn't work. I try a different combination, definitely works for the same species. Like it definitely, beaches like have a difference between them, and they are, once you get that dialed in, it definitely changes, and it does matter.
So I have an idea. what I want to do and I need to grab it out of the truck for whenever we go Saturday morning to surf fish.
Right.
I'm gonna get this little shovel, and I'm really gonna want to get a bunch of sand fleas out of the sand, fresh live sand fleas, so that way
Okay.
then we can bring them with us for camping too.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if we can find them.
My buddy Magnus, whenever I went with him and we were catching big whiting and a bluefish, he was just, you can see him in the surf. We'll have to maybe point that out in a video.
How to
I'm sure
find sand fleas in the surf.
Yeah.
Classic.
You're probably gonna bring the cameras on Saturday?
Oh, 100%.
Morning too,
1000%. Oh yeah. No,
figured.
we're doing 3. I'm hoping to do 3 videos. It's going to be surf fishing Saturday. That's going to be 1. When we leave there and go to the campsite, that's 2. And then that's either going to be 2 or 3 videos at the campsite, like showing like fishing, camping, that kind of deal. Or it's going to be just 1 big video or 2-part video or whatever. And then hopefully 1 Sunday if we decide to go surf fishing Sunday as well.
I bet you 1 big video would be pretty good. I know it's going to be like a lot of footage to then try to break down into that, but
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking like Saturday surf fishing, one video, camping trip 1 video, Sunday 1 video.
Yeah,
because trying to combine all of that into 1 video, dude, that's going to result in like a 3 or 4 hour video, which I very well might do.
Make it a movie. That's a lot of editing. I'd have to help on that or something.
Yeah, that would be an insane amount of editing. If you have a pump and they're there, don't forget about ghost shrimp. I've never used ghost shrimp for bait before. Have you, Nick?
I have not, but I've seen them punch people's fingers, and apparently it hurts.
What?
Yeah, ghost shrimp. Like when they flick their tail or whatever, they can actually like.
No, isn't that bullet shrimp or mantis shrimp or something?
Is it? Anyway, I'm probably wrong. Maybe it's not ghost shrimp. Maybe it's like mantis shrimp. I don't know. But, yeah, definitely. I want to try different baits instead of just shrimp. Definitely want to have shrimp for the surf as well because that always catching something. I want to get some sand fleas out of the sand, and then I'm gonna bring the cast net.
I'll have mine too. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not a ghost shrimp. I think ghost shrimp aren't they like a little bit more clear? I'm just gonna look it up.
That's like the super long ones that are like.
Oh, like shrimp tempura style.
Kind of, yeah. They're like really long. They're in the surf. They're down pretty deep. I've seen a couple videos on them lately here in Jacksonville. A lot of people have been making videos about them. But yeah, they're pretty saucy for all kinds of stuff like that. God, why are sand rakes?
Palimon pallidosus is the Latin name of the ghost shrimp. By the way. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is an excellent call out there, Mike. Magic thread. I use magic thread whenever I'm fishing to help keep my bait on the hook. Definitely 10 out of 10 use that. I always have magic thread with me, and I always have fish bites with me. Because I think that's just 2 things that it's not hard to keep. It doesn't take a ton of maintenance. The magic thread you just throw in my bag and keep with me. And then the fish bites, I keep them in the freezer. Helps keep them fresh and prevents them from drying out. But yeah, definitely fish bites and magic thread are definitely 2 things I keep with me every time I go surf fishing.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're gonna be running shrimp or really any bait that you're putting on,
that's like gooey or like it helps.
5-aught, 4-aught.
It helps with clams, shrimp.
Sand fleas,
ghost shrimp,
crab.
sand fleas, crab. Yeah, it keeps all baits on the hook, and it's super super good at preventing your bait being stolen right off your hook. So definitely recommend that, you guys.
And even if they take your bait, then you still got fish bites on there. And I mean, I've seen Alex catch fish on just straight fish bites. I mean, it happens because there's the scent and the taste from it.
Yep.
So that'll help bring them in, and honestly. It's a good attractant,
Yep.
to
100%.
Hey, there's bait over here. There's something
100%.
out here. Which also, it'd be kind of cool if you did paddle out a bait in that channel, if we can get it to hold on the bottom, what if we paddled out like a big chunk of crab, like blue crab?
Oh yeah, we would definitely get some nice, probably redfish and black drum. Honestly,
Yeah, that would be something.
the possibilities are endless. We'll be back next weekend for another camping trip.
Right.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Keep
you
an eye
never
out.
know.
Keep an eye out, you guys. But
I'll be down to do it more as well coming up. I
oh,
mean,
100%, 100%.
even with it being hot, that just
Don't
means,
care. Get a fan.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that just means that, or, just have something that's going to be better, like either a tent if you're going to be running a tent. If you know that the weather's going to be good, just
Open up them windows, buddy. Yeah, you'll be alright.
Maybe take the rain fly off if you're feeling
right.
bold.
I got a portable wireless fan that is also a light, and that blows pretty good. I'm actually really impressed with it.
Yeah.
I got the army green one because camping. I don't know. But it
How good of a
was
job does it blow?
pause. It works great. I'm very impressed with it. It moves quite a bit of air actually. Like I'm very confident that even in the summertime, if I were to camp in the element and have that blowing on me, that I could sleep. It moves a good amount of air.
Just gonna camp in one element, not all of them.
Get out.
The house go fish. Hey.
But yeah, I'll throw a link in the chat there for you guys if you want to check out the fan I'm talking about. But yeah, this thing, dude, I'm telling you, I was really impressed with it. I'm curious to see how long the battery lasts, though.
I know you're trying not to laugh at that.
And
oh man, put the grills in.
No, God, no.
Do it.
No, God, awful. But it's a light and a fan. And I got this one. This one was pretty cheap. This one was only $20. But they had others that were a little more expensive that were like in the 30, 40 range that were also like portable chargers, like wireless chargers and stuff. I thought that was a little much.
Does that one just plug into like the cigarette lighter?
No. It's battery charged. Like it has an internal battery. Yeah, so you just charge it with a Type C, and you're good to go. It boasts a max if you have it on high. If you have the battery on high, it says that it can keep running at high for 8 hours straight. I don't know if that's true. I haven't tested it yet. It says low. It has a low capacity of 36 hours, which is pretty insane.
Not bad. So there's also like what I have. I didn't buy it. The company provided it with the work fan, but they got those Milwaukee little
those are nice
job site fans, and they run off M18 batteries.
Yep, classic.
Bring that. Now that you mentioned fan, I'm gonna bring that for sure. Another thing too. Let's say at home you sleep with a box fan on for the noise and the breeze, of course.
Who doesn't? Honestly, who doesn't?
As a cultured man, yes, absolutely. If you say you can't sleep without a fan, right? So you can't sleep without a fan. Luckily, I can sleep when I don't need to sleep. But let's say you just want that for extra comfort. If there's no other good sound going on, just pull up YouTube, look up box fan white noise. There is 12-hour loops of it, and you can set a timer on it. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I found.
I also have actually a portable power station that I got myself. I'm hoping to branch out into the review category, Mike, like you're saying. But I do have my own portable power station, and we are going to be doing, I'm going to have my laptop and stuff for transferring footage and whatnot. But, we're going to be checking out some YouTube while we're out there. But, yeah, I've got portable power stations. I've got batteries. I've got, where is it? I actually got this.
I'll bring my Bluetooth speaker, too.
And
probably won't need it much. But
I was about to say, I'm probably not going to need it, honestly. But yeah, I got this massive battery bank, this new massive battery bank that I didn't think I was going to get, if we're being honest, because it was one of those deals on Amazon that was wicked cheap, and I thought was a scam, but I was like, yeah, all right, I'll put some money into it. It was $15, and it's a 50,000 milliamp battery bank, which is pretty significant, you know, because I've got that battery bank. I've got another one that's 20,000. I've got another one that's 15,000. This one's 50,000. I have like an actual like camp battery that has like Mike was saying, like the AC plugins, lights, all kinds of stuff. Speaking of lights, I got a new light for the camp out for my camera.
I'll bring my Milwaukee work light too.
Pretty awesome. This sits on top of my camera. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I've been gearing up. Nick has seen all my stuff. I have been gearing up pretty heavy for this, and I'm extremely ecstatic about it.
I'm gonna go ahead into this Microsoft Sheets and add something else I'm gonna bring. It's gonna be pretty crucial in the event that we need it. Hopefully not. I'm gonna bring a fire extinguisher.
Ooh, great idea. I thought about that. I should also bring a fire extinguisher. I should just have one, honestly, and I don't. And that's negligent.
I've got one in the car. Good.
I definitely need to.
Bring that. Oop, sorry.
Huh?
I was gonna say I'm also gonna bring that. I have a big, brand new Igloo water cooler. So what we can do, we can just pour whatever water in there with some ice.
I was about to say I've got a 5-gallon. I've got a 5-gallon water jug I'll have with me, cool. which will be plenty of water for the weekend. There's no way we're gonna go through that.
Yeah, and I'll get one as well because I was looking at them at Publix, so I'll get the spring water one. Get that cooler filled up, or the Igloo. It's a cooler, water cooler filled up, and probably. Well, you think bagged ice is okay to put in drinking water? You think that's okay?
I mean, are you asking me if I will drink it or if it's safe to drink?
I mean, you'll drink it. I'll drink it. I don't care.
I was about to say, I think it's safe to drink. If it wasn't safe to drink, I don't think like it would. They do sell ice. I've seen it before at like Walmart and Target and Winn-Dixie and stuff. It'll say like spring water ice, and it's meant for like drinks and stuff like that. But I don't care, man. The chlorine gives it a great taste, honestly.
We know that it's clean.
Gives it that extra little snap of flavor.
Yeah.
Prevents cavities like that.
Yeah, helps clear out any kidney stones.
Yeah, exactly. It's what can go wrong.
Yeah, I'll do that, but it will be set up, dude. It will be set up good. Oh, I'm gonna put some stickers on it too. Because it's just one of those red and yellow, the classic Igloo water coolers. So
I gotta find all my stickers. I literally have like 90 stickers from iCast last year.
I stumbled across a good bit from the storage unit, and I know that I have some here that I have no idea where they are right now. Actually,
same.
There's a few right here behind me.
Hey, there you go.
They're like car oriented, but I do have a couple pictures of Shaq making the surprised Shaq face, so I'll find something to put that on. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited, and we're gonna have plenty of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I updated Joseph on it, so probably what the plan that we're gonna do is Saturday morning. Dallas and Joseph can just come park over here at the condo, meet me, and then just ride with me, and we'll come meet up with you out there.
Yeah, because we're as of right now, we're not planning on going kayak fishing Sunday, correct?
Yeah, no, it's just gonna be a lot easier this go around, just to keep it easier. That's one less, variable to throw in there.
Yeah,
you can bring your kayak though, because it's probably still on your element. So
can't go wrong with it. Looks cool too. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. And that way we got the option to paddle out bait. I mean,
exactly. Pedal out bait even.
Pedal. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Forgive me. Oh, how dare I?
It's a Hobie. No. Just kidding. My hole doesn't leak. Boom! Shots fired.
Dang.
Bang, bang. You want to jump into some questions before we end it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get some questions going on. Thanks everybody for watching and
Yep.
listening, by the way.
Huge,
If you're
huge
still
shout
here,
out. If you
made
guys
it
are
this
still
far.
listening, and if you've made it this far, definitely hit that subscribe button. We go live every week, weekly podcast. We also upload a video every week. This week's video is going to be on updated fishing spots in Jacksonville, Florida. So definitely check that out. So before I do my good question, let's do 3 questions. I'll do 2, like one surf fishing.
They're all good questions if they're from the fans.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. You guys got any questions? Definitely let us know.
Yeah. Any question?
What is the biggest mistake you see beginners make in surf fishing?
I want to say going out there with 7-foot rods.
I would agree.
And using double drop rigs. I mean, it can be done, but it's going to be, more than likely, if let's just say,
Walmart rigs. Yeah, exactly.
Walmart rigs.
Yeah,
That's what I was
the
getting
all
at,
wire rigs.
Yeah, that, and I was thinking then too, if they have just like a cheap rod that's like freshwater 7-footer spin cast or something, even the push button. I mean, it's not gonna like that saltwater.
Nope.
Even if you clean it off realistically, and using too heavy of a weight or too light of a weight.
Yeah.
Oh. I'd say probably like the 7-foot rod or just not casting the right spots. But sometimes you got to work the different bars, like what Mike was saying last week. Is at what low tide or incoming tide, work the shallower sandbars and kind of work out.
Definitely, yeah. Go out there at low tide, figure out where the sandbars are and the cut and the washouts and stuff like that, and go from there.
Yeah.
Can't go
What
wrong
do you
with it.
think? What do you think the number one mistake is for
the number
beginners?
one mistake that I see personally beginners make is they will go out there and they've got the rod size is wrong, the reel size is wrong. They've either got a massive reel or too small of a reel. Or I think I'm going to say the biggest mistake that I see beginners make is they go out there with the wrong weights. They go out there with egg sinkers or 1 ounce pyramid sinkers. I can't tell you how many times I've been out there fishing and a new guy will set up next to me and I see him pull out 2 ounce pyramid weights and I'm thinking, great, we're about to be untangling our lines from his when his inevitably goes down,
when his just drifts right towards mine.
Yep. And, I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. But, yeah, definitely they're using the wrong weights, I would say. If you're not using Sputnik weights in the surf, especially around here with as much current we have, definitely need to check it out. It's definitely a game changer.
Which, I was just thinking that if, anytime if we're out there surf fishing and we see somebody, like near us, obviously like close with us, just trying to come fish too, if they got, if we can tell that they're beginners, maybe
we'll definitely reach out a helping hand.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I was about to say we can go down there, give them some tips. Shoot, I'd even...
or when we inevitably meet because your line is tangled in ours.
Yeah, and then, I'll be like, hey, maybe I'll try to spark a little something in them. I'll be like, yeah, dude, here, reel one in on my line. I got you. That way you get the skunk off, I'm generous enough like that. I'll probably cast it for them. If they're a beginner, I can tell, but just to CYA, so.
Yep.
But yeah, I've got no problem giving them advice or anything like that. I mean, I can't tell you how many times just out there fishing, tourists or even people that live around the area, they just come up and, you catch anything or what are you fishing
Hey, how's
for?
it going?
Yeah, so it's kindness is always a beneficial factor in.
Yep.
Just being a decent human and a good fisherman. I think
100%.
that pun intended, I think that casts you good luck.
Hey-o!
Yes, sir.
Gotta love it. But, what was there? That's cool.
Competition.
I'll have to tell my older brother about that. He's always bragging about how he won a casting competition when he was younger. All right, this next question, it's a good one. It's I dare I say a best one, the best question.
Okay.
You ready for it? I heard
am.
this. I heard this earlier this week, and it just blew my mind.
All right.
When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Fishing related or anything?
No, just when was the last time you did something for the first time? When was the last time you had a first experience? Yeah, gotcha, huh? It's a banger. I told you, man.
That one does really make you think.
It genuinely it makes you think real hard, man. You know, it's one of those questions. I heard it earlier this week. Like I said, it made me stop and think.
Like I know that there's, it's like weird. I know that there's been a few, but I can't think of them right now.
Exactly, they weren't like impactful enough to really like ingrain itself in your memory because like you would be able to like jump out. I know what I think mine is.
I guess I've done a lot of things.
Right, but that's the thing. This life has so much to offer, and if you're not getting out there and experiencing new things, if not every day, at least every week, you know, it's one of those things that I heard it earlier this week, and it made me stop and think. And the last thing I could think of, Nick, and this is the truth, the last thing I could think of was catching my first sheep's head, like 3 months ago.
Yeah,
that's the last thing I could think of, but that was 3 months ago. What have I been doing for 3 months? You know,
that's true.
Well,
it's true.
You know, it did give me some good motivation for the future. Like, you know, this weekend I'm going to be camping in my car for the first time. I'm going to be, you know, camping with my friends for the first time. You know, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's new this weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun. But, you know, it's definitely changed my perspective because, you know, now every week,
like
every day.
Lookout.
Exactly.
Every
day, every month, every week, whatever, I'm going to be thinking to myself, when's the last time I experienced something for the first time?
Well, I mean, I guess I did today. I was on my own going to pull this steering orbital valve out, and I've never messed with one, never disconnected all these lines and pulled one out. So, I mean, that's definitely a first. And then I had to put the old part back in because parts gave me the wrong damn part. So
classic.
And that's not a first. That has
that's definitely not a first.
But as far as, you know, installing a new part on something that I haven't worked on, that's to go. And I always try to learn something new every day. Packing up a cannonball jelly.
Getting spider crabs out of it to use as bait. I've heard of that. Wait, are you saying you did that, Mike? Or that's something that I should do? Because if you've done that, that's actually insane. I've heard of people doing that. Yeah, you've done that. That's cool. That's really cool.
So what is that? Like you get a jellyfish and then...
Yeah, so those big jellyfish we see like floating around, minding their own business, like hanging out.
Uh-huh.
They have a symbiotic relationship with crabs, like little crabs that hang out in the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can pick them up, grab the crabs off of them, and use them as bait.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
See, he says they don't sting, but I don't trust the jellyfish. I don't know them enough to know that much.
Cannonballs,
to me, they all sting.
No, the big ones. No, the ones we're thinking of, like those don't sting. They don't have like the tendrils or whatever.
But I feel like they got barbs on them somewhere.
No, this guy. But yeah, I thought, isn't that a great question?
It is. Yeah, it's kind of.
It makes you think, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I heard that earlier this week, and I was just like, oh, that's easy. What? You know.
One for you then. It's not necessarily a question, but it's a saying.
Okay.
My buddy Luke texted it to me the other day. He said, because he'll do this sometimes, he'll just send some, I guess, quotes that he just comes up with. We all do it. He said, the more you know how little you know.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
And then I can't remember what I said because it was an audio message in response, but yeah, it's very true. Oh, dude, I'm so ready to get out there. Tomorrow I'm gonna go by the storage unit and grab the rest of the stuff.
Same.
So that way, so I found an umbrella, like a beach umbrella in the storage unit. So I'll
Honestly,
bring that too.
that might work really well because we're gonna be out there for a minute.
Yeah, it's not like a big crazy one or something, but I also do have the canopy, which I could bring. The canopy might be a good idea to
The
have
canopy
set
hasn't
up for the kitchen.
the canopy hasn't made an appearance on the channel since we got kicked out of Porpoise Point.
Oh my God, dude, we walked that thing out there. I guess we didn't walk too far. We were there with the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring that. I forgot about that. Yeah, and that can just chill in the back of the truck. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a good idea because that way we can have it for, when we're hanging out underneath. That way we don't have to be in the sun all day, or, have it for the kitchen set up. And if in case it rains, then,
Good call. That's actually a really good idea.
realistically, if it's raining, if it's windy, I'll probably take it down because I don't have tent stakes for it. And
Oh, I got some. We're good.
well, I just wonder how well they'd hold in the sand.
I mean, as long as you do it right, we'll be fine. I'm not concerned about it. We'll be all right.
All right.
But moving on to our last question, I thought this was a pretty good one. That was more of a physiological question.
Psychological?
There you go. No, not psychological. The physiological. Man, I don't know. I haven't eaten.
Physiological.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the word is, man.
That's more physical.
That's not. Oh no, I'm not thinking of psych. Okay, moving on. In your experience, how does surf fishing differ from other types of fishing, and what draws you to do surf fishing? I know my answer. My answer is easy.
So what draws you to surf fishing and
Yeah,
thinks it's better?
I know mine. Mine's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go first. I'll say the simplicity of it. I mean,
Okay.
you
Good.
can have one rod. You don't even need a rod holder. It's great to
Yeah,
have
you can
one.
just be there.
And you go out there with your bait and
Yeah,
some
yeah.
backup hooks or rigs or whatever, and some weights, and that's all you got to do. All you got to do is just bait the hook, cast out there.
What?
Something's gonna bite it sooner or later. So that just makes it a lot easier. Because it keeps it simple. You don't gotta have a whole lot of tackle to do it.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
And there's just a whole lot less involved with it than kayak fishing, because
That's incredibly true.
yeah.
Mine, the reason it's the same answer for both, because it was how does surf fishing differ from other types of fishing and what draws you to it specifically. I have the same answer for both of those. My same answer. But it's not like when I go surf fishing, I could go surf fishing with shrimp, and I could catch a stingray, a shark, a redfish, a trout, a pompano, a whiting, a croaker, a spot, a catfish, a shark, a tarpon, a trophy fish. Like, the amount of things that I can catch from the surf is so freaking massive and so mind-boggling. Like, because when you go bass fishing, you're gonna catch bass, or if you go pan fishing, you're gonna catch panfish. Like, when you go surf fishing, the amount of species that you could potentially catch is insane with the bait that you could do. Like, with the simple bait, like I said, you could bring shrimp, you could bring fish bites, you could bring anything incredibly simple, and you could catch all kinds of stuff. It's insane. So
I mean, shoot, me and Diego were talking about that. Like, I like bass fishing, but he made a good point of, well, yeah, it's cool, but you know exactly what you're gonna catch.
Exactly.
And yeah, then it's like, well, yeah, but you don't know if you're gonna catch a big one or not. So that's the other draw to it, I'd say. But yeah, surf fishing, you just got a lot more variety, and you're on the beach. You don't got to worry about, like, you're not out in the water. You're safe on the ground. You can get some sun. You can sit down. You can lay down. You can walk around. You can go swim. It's literally everything mixed into one.
exactly. There's so much
You
to
can build
do.
a sandcastle.
And if you don't, you can dig a hole. Classic men out, experience. Go to the beach, dig a hole. But no, like, even if you don't catch anything, and this is what I've always told people when I invite them out.
Go to the beach, dig a hole, be primal.
Jesus. But whenever I invite people out beach fishing, and they're like, "What if we don't catch anything?" And I'm like, "Cool, then we're still at the beach." Like,
Yep.
bring a frisbee. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up there. I gotta make some dinner. I'm absolutely starving.
Yeah, I'm starving too. I don't
So
even know what I'm gonna have yet.
we're having bacon sausage patties, and couldn't find links. Sausage patties and pancakes.
Ooh, little breakfast. Any
Little
eggs?
brekkie for dinner. Oh yeah, definitely gonna do some eggs over easy,
Okay, there you
100%
go.
on the griddle.
Oh, I was gonna say scrambled, but over easy is pretty decent too. I personally don't. I'm not the biggest fan of a runny yolk. I like it.
I love it.
whenever
I
it's
dipped my
just
bacon
half
in it.
runny. It's a good point though.
Sounds like you like over medium.
Yeah, I mean, usually with fried eggs, I just cook it till where the yolk's, solid. But it just depends what it's going on with. And dang, that sounds good, dude.
And I got
food in there.
some thick cut. I'm gonna send you some pictures. I got some thick cut peppered bacon from the butcher. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Hey, let us know. Let us know down in the comments what's your guys' favorite dinner, like breakfast food for dinner. Like what do you guys like to eat?
Hey
Jeff, yeah, turning in for the live for the first time. See you out on the water. Yeah, man, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we hope you have an excellent time out there fishing. The
weather's looking good.
Oh, it's looking saucy. It's looking saucy, boys. But let's get out there. I've been smelling the citronella candle the whole time. I got this for camping. It's a little wood wick. It's really nice. I love the smell of citronella. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe that's just the Florida man in me. But
yeah.
Let's wrap it up there, Nick.
I love the smell of DEET. Because it knows that I know that I'm safe from mosquitoes when I smell DEET.
Hey, there you go. But you got anything else to add there, Nick?
Really, just everybody try to take some time, either through your work week, because now that we got an extra hour of light, or over the weekend, and
get out there,
head
man.
up. Keep your head up. Like we made it through the dark season. Now we're getting closer to having the, after work fishing outings, after work tea times.
Yep.
All that stuff. Afternoon, cut the grass, dude. Fresh grass. I miss having the yard to cut so much. I know
I'm excited.
Sounds weird to say, but like that's just the inner dad in me, I guess.
Hey, there you go. Go get your socks and sandals.
I already have them. Lock and crock.
Alrighty, guys. We're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next week. Same Tuesdays. We're still doing Tuesdays, Nick.
So, yesterday was the last night of the season. I do have something going on next Monday.
Okay.
But after this next Monday, we can go back to doing on Mondays.
Yeah, so we'll be doing it Tuesdays
normal.
next week, and then we'll be back on our normal Monday schedule. So definitely keep an eye out for that, you guys.
Yeah, my buddy, he's just wanting because we actually won the tournament.
Hey,
last
nice.
night. But hold on. So we won it not for like top standing place. I don't know. I don't even know what place we were in realistically, but they had it in like 4 different brackets. So the bracket that we were paired up against, we beat them, and then I think we beat another bracket that was like the next bracket up. So
that's how brackets work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. But yeah. So a couple guys won some hats. I got some Chrome Soft golf balls, so that's pretty neat. A nice sleeve of them.
Very nice.
So that's cool. But yeah, so pretty much just next Monday we're gonna just do like a little victory celebration or whatever afterwards. He's got a golf simulator at his house.
Hey, very nice, very nice.
So, but we're gonna be doing it again coming up in April, the end of April. So
tragic.
I know. Well, we might need you on the team. I don't know if there's gonna be a spot open.
Oh boy. Hey, I went to golf camp a lot of years in a row. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We need to go golfing. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, keep your lines tight, your casts long, and your stories true. We'll see you guys out there.
Y'all take it easy. Have a good one.